This conference will now be recorded.
So today we'll see looping constructs, that is while loop and for loop. Of course, most of you people know about the while loop and for loop in other languages. But once you understand syntax of the while loop in Python, you do have a couple of executable statements in program level. Then while loop is a condition based looping construct. While loop is condition based looping construct. While condition colon. Then under while loop, block of executable statements. As usual, in Python, block of executable statements are represented using indentation. These are the block of executable statements under while loop. This while loop can have else part, else block of executable statements. So this is only in Python. Generally in other languages, we never see else part for the while loop and for loop. This is only in Python. This else part is optional. This is not mandatory. This is optional. Without else part also, you can use while loop. If you want to write the else part, you can write else part for the while loop. This is the syntax of the while loop. Once you observe execution flow, so program execution begins, first line executed, second line executed, third line executed, third line is while loop. Here it will check condition, right? Here it will check condition. In case condition is true, then it will enter into the while loop. In case condition is true, enter into the loop, execute the statements in the while block, then go for next iteration. Second time also it will check the condition. Second time also condition is true. Okay, first time, second time also the condition is true. Then it will execute second iteration. Again, third time, condition true. How long the condition returns true, that many iterations it will be executed repeatedly. Same block of statements will be executed repeatedly. How long the condition true? Whenever the condition false, it will come out. It will go to the else part. In case the else part is there, it will go to the else part and execute the statements in the else part. Execute the statements in the else part and come out. So further statements will be executed, right? So program level, while loop, iterative statements, then find else part, then further programming statements like this. So if you understand about else part, when the else part will be executed, when the condition is false, it is coming out from the while loop. When the condition is false, it is coming out from the while loop. On the natural exit of the while loop, the else part gets executed. Otherwise, else part doesn't get executed. So iteratively, the statements in the while loop only will get executed. If you doesn't have else part, it's okay, fine. Else part is not mandatory, it is optional. Else part will be executed on the natural exit of the while loop. This is syntax of the while loop. Okay. Now, once you go through these programs, while loop programs, here I do show those programs in PyCharm also. So this is the syntax of the while loop. This is the program. Write a program to print all numbers starting from 1 up to given number. Of course, for the up to given number, I am taking runtime input. I'm taking runtime input. Okay. So here I am taking the value I is equal to 1, initializing I value. The while loop condition I is less than or equal to the given number, maximum number. So I value is 1 only. 1 is less than, suppose the given number is 8. So 1 is less than or equal to 8, condition true. Print the I value 1, increment the I value become 2. 2 is less than equal to 8. Yes, condition is true. Print 2, increment I value 3. Yes, condition 2, print 3, increment I value become 4. Condition true, print I value become 5. Condition true, print I value become 6. Condition true, I value printed, I value become 7. Again, 7 is less than or equal to 8. Condition true, print print 7. Then increment I value is 8. 8 is less than or equal to 8. Equal to 8. Here equal to is there. So true, print it. I value become 9. 9 is less than or equal to 8. Condition false. So come out. This is simply printing all numbers. Print all numbers up to the given number starting from 1. Here in this program, I did not use else part for the while loop. In this program, I did not use else part for the while loop, right? The same program here. Print all the numbers starting from 1 up to given number. In this program, I gave else part. If you understand the same program, at the ending, else part is executed. In PyCharm, I did not write else part, but here I do write else part. Else part is optional. If you want to have, you can have on the natural exit of the while loop. At the ending, finally, the else part is executed. This is simply while loop. Now you try to understand inside the while loop, I am using a condition, just a little extension to the previous program, that is, I don't want to print all the numbers. I want to print only all even numbers. Not all the numbers, print all even numbers only, right? So maximum number, I is equal to 1, condition, increment. But here where I am writing a print command inside a condition, if the condition is true, then only the print is executed. If the number is even number, then only it will be executed. You see here, up to 9, it will print only even numbers. If I does not write this if statement directly, if I write a print command, then it is 1 to given number, 1 by 1 number, it will be printing up to the given number. But inside the while loop, I am checking the condition is the number, each and every number I am checking. If it is even number, then only print it. So it is printing only even numbers. Here also, in this program also, I did not write else part. See the same program here, print all the even numbers up to given number. Here I am giving 19 is the input, printing all the even numbers. Here it is printing all even numbers, but not using if statement. I am using incrementing. So here I am initializing the I value with even number. So starting with even number, increment 2 gives you even numbers only, right? So here I am using if statement and checking the condition. Here I am not using if statement. I am not checking any condition. The I value begin with even number and every time increment with 2. So it gives you all even numbers only, right? See, this is the program to print odd number. Print all odd numbers up to the given number. Print all odd numbers up to the given number, right? Now run it. I gave something like 15 or 15. It will print only odd numbers because inside the while loop is iterative. It is incrementing one by one and up to the given number it is checking the condition. But if the given number is odd number, then only print. Inside the while loop, I am checking the if condition. That is it odd number? Then print it. The same program is here. You see, print all odd numbers up to given number. Inside the while loop, I am using if statement. Here, initialize the I value with odd number. Of course, 1. Increment 2, that also gives you odd number, right? Different logics, that's all. That also gives you odd numbers. See, this is same previous programs only, but a little difference is print all even numbers in between the given range. Actually, in all the previous programs, we are beginning with 1. Okay, starting with 1. But here I don't want to start with 1. Here I want to start with a given number. Starting number is runtime input. Ending number is runtime input. Okay. I value, that is starting number, I is equal to SNO. Then while loop, inside the while loop condition, printing all the even numbers in between the given range. Starting number is 22, ending number is 49. You see all the even numbers it will print. Okay. But the same program, I don't want to use if condition inside the while loop. I want to do it using increment by 2. This is while loop. That means I have to make sure I begin with the starting number must be even number. So before while loop, I am checking if the starting number is even number, I value is the same as it is because it is even number only. Otherwise, increment 1. So that gives you even number. So inside the while loop, just I am incrementing 2. The same program, print all even numbers up to the given number. But we can use different logic. To solve the same problem, we can have several logics. Okay, whatever is the better logic as per the situation, we have to use it. See, here I am giving a 21 starting number, ending number is 35. You see, all even numbers it is printing. Similarly, print all odd numbers in between the given range. Starting number is the input, ending number is the input. Here I is the starting number. Okay, and incrementing it. Here condition inside the while loop, I am checking condition. So 22 to 45, it will print all the odd numbers because condition is checking if it is odd number, then only it print it. Without using if condition inside the while loop by incrementing 2, how can you do it? So starting number should be odd number. It should begin with odd number. So if it is odd number, then I is equal to S and O. Otherwise, I is equal to S and O plus 1. So beginning with the odd number, right? So increment with 2, increment 2 gives you always odd numbers. So different logics you can use. This is while loop. So this is just starting number to ending number. I'm just calculating the total of all the numbers in between given numbers. So I is starting number, I is less than or equal to ending number, increment with 1. This is iterating all the numbers. But TOT is equal to 0. Inside the while loop, just I am incrementing, I am total plus equal to I. So suppose starting number is 23, ending number is 56. I value is 23, 24, 25, 26 like that. So total is 0. 0 plus 23. 0 plus 23, that is 23. 23 plus 24, that plus 25, so on. It will calculate the total, right? Like this, you can use while loop several ways. See, look at this program. What is this program? So I percentile 10 inside the while loop. So I is 1. While loop is 100, less than or equal to 100. I is less than or equal to 100. I plus equal to 1. So totally 1 to 100, it will be iterated. So inside the while loop, I am using if statement. The if statement condition is I percentile 10 is equal to 3. Any number, when you divide it with 10, the remainder would be last digit of the number. Please remember, I hope you already know. Any number, if you divide with 10, what would be the remainder? The last digit of the number is going to be the remainder. If the last digit of the number is 3, so that means the number ending with 3, then print it. So it is printing all the numbers, those are ending with 3 in between 1 to 100. Okay. Next program, I don't want only ending with 3. What are those numbers divisible with 3? So the number in between 1 to 100, those are ending with 3 as well divisible with 3. While loop is quite common. I value is 1. 1 is I is less than or equal to 100, incrementing the I. So the while loop will iterate 100 times, 1 to 100. But in between, inside the while loop, I am writing my if condition, right? It will print only the numbers, those are ending with 3 as well divisible with 3, ending with 3 as well divisible with 3. The previous program, I am printing such numbers. Here I am counting those numbers, incrementing the counter, just the counter I printed after the while loop. Just I am taking the count here. The same logic, previous logic only. So next you observe break command. What is break command? Break command is used to stop the loop. It will break the loop. Explicitly terminate the loop. Wherever break command is executed, it will terminate the loop. It will stop the loop and come out. It is not a natural exit of the while loop. What is natural exit of the while loop? When the while loop condition is false, due to the while loop condition is false, it is coming out from the while. That is natural exit. Break command is an exclusive command. Explicitly we have written a command. Due to the break command is executed forcefully, irrespective of the condition, it is stop the loop and come out. That is a break command. So due to break command, we are exit from the while loop. That is not natural exit. So when the break command is executed, else part doesn't get execute. When the break command is executed, else part doesn't get execute. Right? So now you see, I'm taking runtime input, n value, I value beginning with 0. The numbers I am printing 0 to up to the given number. Okay. Suppose you see my input is 7. So where I am executing the break command, if the I value is divisible with 9, then only I am executing the break. I am giving 7. So the number doesn't reach up to that. So else part is executed because break command is not executed, right? Now I'm taking my input is something like 15. So whenever it reach 9, the break condition satisfied, break command is executed, it come out, else part doesn't get executed. So generally break command we operate, we execute conditionally. So whenever the condition is satisfied, then only execute the break command. If the break command is executed, it will come out from the while. When the break command executes, else part doesn't get execute because due to break exit from the while is not a natural exit. Else part will be executed only at the time of natural exit from the while loop. I hope all of you understand about break command. If any confusion, break command is used to stop executing the loop. I hope all of you clear. If any confusion about break, if any question about break command, please let me know. Similar to the break command, we can use continue command also. So those all programs are here. What all programs I have shown, those all programs are here. Print odd numbers, even numbers. Those all programs are here. Okay. So break command. Okay. You can have continue command also. What is continue command? Break command is used to terminate the loop. Continue command is not disturbing the loop execution, but it is jumping to the next iteration. Once you understand what is natural flow, your while condition, then this statement, this statement, this statement, this one. So from here it will go to the next iteration. This is the natural. But whenever the continue command is executed, from here itself, it will jump to the next iteration. So rest of the commands in the loop doesn't get processed because this much is doesn't taken place. This is not get executed. From here itself, it will jump to the next iteration. That is continue command. So continue command is not not disturbing the while loop. That means not breaking the while loop. It is continuing the iterations. So at the ending, due to the while condition is not satisfied, that only it will come out from the while loop, right? At the ending, due to the while condition is not satisfied, so that it will come out from the while loop. So it is not breaking forcefully or not making the while loop to stop. It is making the while loop to continue, but from the continue command it is jumping to the next iteration irrespective of the rest of these statements in the while block. This is continue command, right? I hope all of you understand difference between break command and continue command. See, 5 divisible, continue. So here 5 is missing, 10, all 5 divisibles are missing. but finally else part is executed because while loop exit naturally. This is continue command. This is about while loop. All of you clear about while loop? Anybody? This is while loop. Next we have to go to the for loop. Of course, about while loop you can practice the programs, Fibonacci series, print the Fibonacci series numbers, print the factorial of the given number, write a program to print factorial of the given number, and you can write the program like prime number, given number is prime number or not, given number is prime number or not, different logics. Print all numbers are prime numbers, reverse of the given number, print given number is palindrome number or not, print given number is Armstrong number or not. These all programs you practice and try to understand the logics I already gave in these programs. Then you will become perfect in using while loops if you practice these things. Okay, this is while loop. Next, for loop. For loop is not a condition based. For loop is not condition based. For loop is an iterative construct. It is based on iterable objects. For loop works based on iterable objects. So thus once you understand syntax of the for loop, for iteration variable. So here you can specify any variable, whatever you want, any variable, that is iteration variable, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, I, J, K, whatever you want, whatever variable name you want to give, you can give, that is known as iteration variable. Any name you can give for the variable. Then in for iteration variable, this is for loop variable. In iterable object colon, iterable object colon. What is iterable object? What is iterable? Iterable is nothing but collection object. Iterable object means collection object. Okay, colon. Then block of executable statements. Indentation is very important. Block of executable statements. This is a syntax of the for loop. This for loop also can have else part. Block of executable statements under else part. This is else part, block of executable statements under else part. Okay, this is a syntax. So what is iterable? Iterable object is a collection object. String is iterable, string is collection object. Similarly, further data structures, collection objects, list, tuple, set, those all are iterables. So collection object, the iterable objects contains collection of items. Multiple items are there in the object, that is iterable object. If you know Java or C#, this is similar to for each loop. This is not simple for loop. This is similar to for each loop. Each and every time You see, one item goes to first iteration. First item go to iteration variable. With that, it will execute the for loop. It will execute the for loop, go to the next iteration. Just observe, second iteration, second item goes to for loop. Third iteration, third item goes to for loop. First iteration, first item goes to for loop, right? So next, like this, number of iterations, how many items are there? That many times, that many iterations, it will be executed, right? Each and every time, one by one value from the iterable object, it assigned to the iteration variable. For that one iteration will be executed. Once all the items are completed, that's all. For loop is over. All the items are completed. So it goes to finally on the natural exit, it goes to else part and execute the else part. This for loop is totally based on iterable objects, right? This is the syntax. So let us see for loop programs. You see the name, NAM is the name. It is a string. It is a string, right? String is collection of characters. String is collection of characters. It is an iterable. Here you see NAM is the iterable object for iteration variable. Iteration variable is X. Inside the for loop, just I am printing X. You see one by one letter you are able to see. How many letters are there in the string? That many iterations it will be executed. Okay, very simple. And here we supposed to understand range function. Let me show you range function in IDLE. Python, the Python IDLE I'm opening. Python language having a function that is range function. Simple, very simple to remember. Range function returns a range object. It is used to generate a sequence of the numbers in between the range of values. That is a range function. Just you see, range function. Here I am giving only one value where to stop. Starting point and stop point, ending point. Suppose I gave my ending point 15. What it gives? Range object. Range object. Starting point is by default 0. Ending point is 15. That means always it is 15 minus 1. Step is by default 1. Step is by default 1. Whenever I gave only one parameter, single parameter, given single parameter is taken as the ending point. Similarly, you see range of something like 5 to 25, 5 comma 25. So here starting point is 5, ending point is 25. Step is not specified, so by default incremental step is 1. Otherwise you can give like this, range of 5 comma 25. Starting point is 5, ending point is 25. Incremental step 3. Got it? Like this. Of course, very simple. This function returns range object. You see something like A is equal to range of 5 comma 25. So what is A? A is range object. What type of object it is? It is a range class, range object. This range object is iterable. This range object is iterable. So you can iterate using for loop. You can iterate using for loop. Of course, you can convert that into list tuple set also. For your understanding, I am converting this into list object. You see, 5 to 25, increment by 1. So all the numbers are generated or not. But originally, what is A? A is a range object. Got it? When I convert that into list, it is appearing like a list object. But originally, it is range object only. Okay. Similarly, you see B is equal to range of 5 comma 25 increment 3. Just you observe what is B, what type of object it is. It is a range object, very simple. Of course, I want to convert it as a tuple of B. See, you are able to see 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. This is how numbers are generated. Only for your understanding, I am converting that into list and tuple I am showing. Otherwise, the range function simply returns range object. Range object is iterable. Of course, you can use this range object for the sake of your for loop. Just you look at this. This is range object I am iterating. I am not converting into list. I am not converting into tuple. Directly I am giving range, starting with 0, ending with 6. Because ending point I gave 7. So that is ending minus 1 always. Step 1. So range object 5 to 15, starting with 5, ending with 14. Step 1. Range object 5 comma 25, step 3. So just run it and observe its output. See 0 to 6, 1 by 1 value generated. That is range object. It is a range function. Range function 5 starting with 5, ending with 14. 15 in the sense 15 minus 1. So 1 by 1 increment. It generated sequence of numbers. So here starting with 5, ending with 25, increment to 3. It is generated sequence of numbers. So range function is used to generate sequence of numbers in between the given range. This is a range function, range object. I hope all of you understand about this range function and range object. Okay, that you can use. You see, this is list only for your understanding. I'm telling you. Later, next we are going to discuss about data structures, list tuple set. This is the list of values. This is the list object. List is a collection object. It is iterable. So I am iterating 1 by 1 value. I am able to get it. Here I have else part. At the end of the for loop, else part will be executed. On the natural exit of the for loop, else part gets executed. This is the list I am iterating. So 1 by 1 value from the list is accessed to variable A, iteration variable A. Inside the for loop, I am printing A. Of course, any logic we can do it. So break command. So in the for loop also, break command is the same. Break command is used to stop executing the loop. It breaks the loop. It terminates the loop exclusively. Irrespective of the natural flow of the for loop, whenever the break is executed, explicitly, forcefully, it will stop the loop. Whenever the break command executes, else part doesn't execute. Why? Because it is not natural exit of the loop. So this is break command, very simple. Continue command, continue command, jump to the next iteration, same. Continue command and break command is same for the while loop and for loop. But please carefully understand the execution flow of the while loop and for loop. Of course, previously in the while loop, whatever programs I told you, see here, print all even numbers, all even numbers in between the given range. You can try it in the for loop also, like this. Couple of examples I gave, but what all programs you did with while loop, the same thing you can try with the for loop also. One thing. And I told you the factorial of the given number, okay, using for loop. Given number is prime number or not, using for loop. So this all whatever programs I gave you in the while loop, here already in the while loop I gave you programs. See, while loop programs, Armstrong number, reverse of the given number, prime number or not. Those all programs you try with the for loop also. So, and as well, who is new to programming, who is already comfortable with the control structures in other language, the logic building, it's okay, fine. You can just go through the syntax and overall understanding about these control structures. But who is completely new for the programming, this is very beginning you are coming into programming, you have to practice more in this for loop. Okay, for you people these all programs are given to you, and as well I already sent you this mail, I hope so.
This
So
conference
you
will
people,
now be recorded.
there are a lot of programs to practice in this chapter. Okay, syntaxes and concept of this chapter is very simple, but there are a lot of programs to practice in this chapter. I already gave those all things to you. Okay, that is up to yourself, you practice those all, including solutions I provided. Okay, all of you comfortable with this control structures, while loop, for loop? Any questions at the end of this control structures? Next I will move to data structures, list, tuple, set, these all things. We will move to data structures. Okay, please confirm about control structures. Any doubts, any questions? I believe all of you comfortable. Once you go through the mail I sent you, already recorded videos also I shared to you. Further videos will be uploaded to the same drive each and every time. I am not sending mail. Okay. So please take a 15 minutes break today. Then we begin the next chapter, data structures. Okay, please take 15 minutes break. Okay. Thank you guys. Wait for 15 minutes.
This conference will now be recorded.
So by this time, most of you people might listen about the term data structures in other languages, at least in your graduation C language. You might have listened about data structures. At the time when you are doing C language, C, C++, Java, wherever you listen the data structures. Data structures is one of the toughest chapter in C, C++. Is it? So in C, C++, Java, when you listen data structures, what are the data structures concepts? What are the data structures do you listen? Please respond somebody who aware of the data structures earlier, who listen about the term data structures. Anybody aware of, or all of you don't know data structures? Sai Shravanti told arrays. Arrays is normal structure, Sai Sravanti.
Stack, sheep,
Lists,
linked
linked
list.
lists, right? Single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, stacks, queues. These all things under lists. And also you have trees, binary trees, and also the graphs. These are the data structures. Of course, while you are working with the C, C++, these data structures are concepts, they are algorithms. That's it. Nothing is readily available in C language. C or C++ or Java related to data structures. Nothing is readily available. Linked lists are not readily implemented in C. The linked list is a concept. Stacks, queues, circular linked list, these all are the concepts. These all are algorithms which you supposed to implement using the language. This is natural thing everyone know, but it is very tough in C, C++ because everything you supposed to develop using pointers, functions, arrays, these concepts, structures, these concepts. But in Python, we have readily implemented, pre-implemented, built-in data structures are available in Python. That's why these operations become very easy in Python. In Python, we have readily implemented, pre-implemented, built-in data structures are available. What are the data structures in Python? Mainly, we have list. List is a data structure. Tuple is a data structure. Set is a data structure. Dictionary is a data structure. List, tuple, set, dictionary. These are the main important data structures. Apart from this, we have collection modules, collection library. In the collections, we have default dictionary, ordered dictionary. That is just extension to the dictionary object. We have heap queue, double-ended queue. Those are just extension to the list. But mainly these are the 4 data structures. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss data structures, list, tuple, set, dictionary, counter object. Counter object is a collection object. Double-ended queue, heap queue, default dictionary, ordered dictionary. These all collection objects we are going to discuss here. So first of all, let us understand about these main important data structures. List, tuple, set, dictionary. I'll tell you very slowly. Please carefully understand. Here itself, you have to get a better understanding about this all. What is list? List is a collection object. What is tuple? Tuple is a collection object. What is set? Set is a collection object. What is dictionary? Dictionary is a collection object. What is list? List is a collection of items enclosed within square brackets. List is a collection of items. An item can be any Python object. Please remember these points. List is a collection object that is enclosed within square brackets, collection of items. An item can be any Python object. An item can be any Python object, built-in object or user-defined object, whatever, any Python object. Of course, list is also a Python object, tuple is also a Python object, set is also a Python object, dictionary is also a Python object, range is also a Python object, like this. So list is a collection. It is collection of items. An item can be any Python object, collection of elements. List supports indexing. In the previous class itself, we have discussed the string. String is also a collection object, a collection of characters. String supports indexing. The positive index begins with 0. The negative index, reverse index, begins with -1. Same like that, list supports indexing. Positive index and negative index. Positive index begins from 0, negative index begins from -1. Okay. And next, tuple. Of course, one more point, list allows duplicates. List supports indexing. List allows duplicates. List is not hashable. List is not hashable. These are the few points to remember about list. I'll tell you detail about them. List is collection of items. An item can be any Python object. List supports indexing, positive index and negative index. List allows duplicates. List allows duplicates. And a list is hashable. This is regarding list. Then what's about tuple? Tuple is also collection of items enclosed within a parenthesis. Tuple is also collection of items enclosed within a parenthesis. Tuple is almost like list. Tuple is almost like list. An item in the tuple can be any Python object. An item in the tuple can be any Python object. It is collection of elements. An element can be any Python object. Tuple supports indexing. Tuple supports indexing. Tuple allows duplicates. Tuple allows duplicates. Tuple is hashable. List is unhashable. Tuple is hashable. This is one difference. Another difference is list is mutable. Tuple is immutable. What do you mean mutable, immutable? What do you mean mutable object? The object allows changing its content is what mutable. List is mutable. List allows changing its content, changing a value, that means changing an element, adding new elements to the list, removing existing elements from the list is allowed, but tuple is immutable. What do you mean immutable object? The object does not allow changing its content is immutable. So changing an element, adding elements to the tuple, removing elements from the tuple, not allowed. So what is the main difference between list and tuple? List is mutable, tuple is immutable. So tuple, I can say read-only list. Tuple, I can say read-only list, right? And what is one more difference? List is unhashable, tuple is hashable. So searching in the tuple is faster than the list. Searching in tuple is faster than the list. That is tuple. What is list? What is tuple? Next, what is a set? Set is a collection of elements enclosed within curly brackets. Set is a collection of elements enclosed within curly brackets. An element can be any hashable Python object. Please remember, an element in the set can be any hashable Python object. Set does not support indexing. The natural index starts from 0, negative index starts from -1. These indexes are not supported by set. Set is collection of elements. An element can be any Python object, any hashable Python object. Set does not support indexing, but internally it works based on arbitrary index generated by the hash function internally, implicitly. So that arbitrary index which internally set utilizes, that is not accessible to us. We can't access it. That is internal. Arbitrary index generated by the hash function. It's almost like a hash index. That's what actually internally used by the set. That's the reason an element can be any hashable Python object. Okay. It does not support indexing. It does not allow duplicates. It does not allow duplicates. Order of the elements that we provided into the set, there is no guarantee about order. The placement of the item is no guarantee. So simply we can say set is unordered collection of unique set of items. What is set? Unordered collection of unique set of items. It does not allow duplicates. It does not support indexing. Okay. And set itself is mutable. Adding elements into the set, removing elements from the set is allowed. And the set itself is not hashable. Set is not hashable, but internally it utilizes arbitrary index generated by the hash function. Okay, this is what regarding the set. What is a dictionary? Dictionary is collection of key value pairs. Dictionary is collection of key value pairs. So before colon is the key. Before colon is the key. This is the key. Then colon. Then colon. Okay. After colon is the value. After colon is the value. It is a collection of key value pairs, like this, multiple key value pairs. Right? Yeah, I will explain, Shravanti. What is hashable, I will explain. Actually, there is a hash algorithm which makes a hash table. The hash table includes a hash index. Right? Of course, I don't want to crack your heads by explaining hash algorithm. I'll try to explain the same concept in an easy way. easy to understand what is hashable. See here, what is this? What is dictionary? Dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. In old versions of the Python, dictionary is unordered, but in latest versions of the Python, it makes ordered. So don't worry about order of elements. It is ordered collection of key value pairs. It does not support indexing like starting from 0, starting from -1. Such index is not supported. Here key itself is the index, that is user specified index. Key itself work as an index, that is user specified index. This is simply regarding dictionary. Detail we discuss later. Okay. So this is just what is what about list tuple set dictionary. I hope all of you understand. Most of you having the same question. What do you mean? Hashable, hashable object, unhashable object. You are telling. What do you mean hashable? Of course, Python, everything is pre-built. It makes the things very easy. We need not to go very deep into the hash algorithm and entire logic of the hash algorithm, not required. Just I will tell you a story to understand hash. What is hash algorithm, hash index? What do you mean hashable? All of you know very well in our areas, in a street, all the housewives will assemble somewhere, get together, and perform some cooking recipe activities. Generally, we do see in the festival seasons like that. Do you see? Please reply here. You know this or not? In your house, neighbors, is this activities will be going on for the festivals or not? Do you aware of this? No one knows. Okay. I will ask the name Muralidhar. Suppose your mother is also participated in the activity in the group. In the neighbor's house, she involved in cooking some recipe. By the time you went there, oh, Muralidhar having problem in mic. Okay. Okay. Others can answer the question, not only Muralidhar. Suppose your mother told you, please get chili powder packet from our house. This is what the instruction given to you by your mother. So your house is collection of items. All of you agree this? It is same like a list tuple. Your house is collection of items. In your house, you need to search for chili powder. How do you search for chili powder? Anyone can answer. How do you search for chili powder in your house? Rakesh, Jyoti, Bhavya, Benazir, Sweta.
One by one box and search.
Will you search the total house?
No,
all
no,
items of the house?
We'll go to the kitchen and
Kitchen.
beside
Yes.
stove, we will check.
We'll go to the. Why should you go to kitchen? That is my question.
That is where the chili powder will be kept.
So is a housewife organized house. So all items are arranged in a systematic way. So you know the placement of the items. Of course, at this moment, you have a little knowledge about the placement of the item. That is what you know. All cooking related items are in the kitchen. So chili powder is one of the cooking related item. So you will search in the kitchen, right? But you have to search the total kitchen. Do you agree, all of you? Please note the
Yes.
point. You have placement knowledge about the item. This is not a quite default natural index order. This is some additional knowledge you have about the item, that is placement of the item, right? But if your mother send you to bring the chili powder, you have to search in the kitchen. In case your mother herself came to the house for bringing the chili powder, she need not to perform much searching activity. Even though by closing the eyes, she put her hand somewhere, chili powder will be there at that place, guarantee. Will you agree or not? Why? Because
Yes.
she is having absolute knowledge about placement of the item. Absolute knowledge about placement of the item. So quickly she can identify the chili powder. Okay. Same question, same situation. Bachelor houses. Of course, couple of you people in this group are staying in bachelor rooms. Generally 7 to 12 people take a double bedroom flat, and all the bachelors after completion of the graduation go to Hyderabad or Bangalore, take a house. All the bachelors reside together in a house. Generally these bachelors will perform weekend recipes, right? Cooking chicken curry, something like that. Here also the same situation. They have started cooking chicken. Chili powder is not there. We want chili powder immediately. Now, okay, recipe is going on. Search for the chili powder. So where do you search for chili powder in the bachelor house? Sir, instead of searching for the chili powder in the bachelor house, better to go to the nearby shop and buy the new one. This is the better thing, right? Because we don't know where will be the chili powder in the bachelor house. It might be in the bedroom, it might be in the study room, where it will be in between the dresses or below the pillow. We don't know. Okay. So in such case, if you want to search for the chili powder in-house only, you have to search all the items in the house until you found it. That is a searching activity how you supposed to perform in the bachelor house. But the same, you are searching for chili powder in the well organized, a housewife organized house. How faster you can search for the chili powder? There is a difference or not? You notice the difference?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference? Additional knowledge about the placement of the items, well organized way of arrangement of the items. This is the difference. Hashable. So the object list is unhashable. So list does not contain any hash table, nothing, a plain. Okay. Tuple is hashable. Tuple is hashable. So internally, tuple contains a hash table. That hash table includes a hash index. This hash index is a special way of generating the index that maintains the knowledge about the placement of the items where the item is saved. And moreover, this is well organized and it stores all the similar kind of values at one place, so searching will become faster. That is what hashable. I hope all of you understand. What do you mean hashable? How can I say list is unhashable, tuple is hashable, right? But order of the items, list and tuple looks the same. List supports natural index, tuple supports natural index. Way of accessing the list, way of accessing the tuple, both are same. Only the thing is tuple maintains additional information about the placement of the items internally, but searching the items in the tuple, searching the items in the list, externally our operations, our commands, our functions is the quite same, but only the thing is due to tuple is hashable, the search operation will be performed faster. It is something similar to the housewife well organized house, items in the house, right? All of you clear? If any confusion about it, let me know. Instead of technically explaining the hash algorithm, unnecessarily wasting the time, I just told you this story for better understanding about what is hashable. All of you clear? Still any doubt or any confusion, let me know. And one more thing I told you about set. What I told you about regarding the set. Set is unhashable. Set is not a hashable object. Okay. But internally, it follows the arbitrary index generated by the hash function. This is what I told. Please try to understand this, something similar to, suppose you got some fever. Fever in the sense nowadays it is very dangerous. Okay, you got cold, fever, whatever normal things you say, now it is very dangerous. For the treatment, you need not to study the MBBS and you need not to become as a doctor. If you consult the doctor and follow the doctor instructions, it is enough, right? You need not to become as a doctor for treatment of any of our diseases. We just consult the doctor and take the advice of the doctor, follow whatever the doctor told. That is enough, right? One thing. Suppose you want to perform some spiritual activity, some puja or something you want to perform. You need not to become a priest. You need not to study all the what is that mantras and these all things. You need not. Just to follow the whatever your pujari told. If you follow that, that is enough, right? Or if you want to find out the something like spiritual related things, you need not to become as a astrologer. Okay, just you approach the astrologer and take the advice of the astrologer, follow the instructions given by the astrologer is enough. Similarly, set is a collection of items. It is an unordered collection of unique set of items. It does not support natural index. That itself is not hashable, but it is taking some instruction, some advice from the hash function. So every value is given to the hash function. Hash function generates an index. Just a set follows that and utilizes that for internal process. That's it. But dictionary is actually mutable. Set is mutable. Add the items, delete the items possible with the set, with the dictionary, with the list. Only tuple is read only. Tuple is read only list. This is regarding what is what conceptually. What is list, what is tuple, what is set, what is dictionary, what is what, all of you clear, right? Let us see the list tuples today with examples. So we are going to the next chapter, that is data structures. List and tuple both are same. Please follow this. So making a list with all simple numbers. Here, this is homogeneous collection of items. Of course, an item can be any Python object. I gave all the numbers, all the integers. Yes, it is possible. So enclosed within square brackets, separated by comma, you have specified multiple values. This is a list. Okay. This is a list. See, I'm printing LST1. This is list object. What type of object it is? It is a class list. The ID, of course, list is also a Python object. It occupies memory. It has its own ID. So this is the ID. I'm printing ID of the list. This is the memory ID. We have conversion functions. That is list is a type of object. List is the conversion function to convert into list. This is class list. This is type of object. A list is the conversion function to convert into a list. This list function returns list. It creates a list object. Similarly, tuple is a type. Tuple is conversion function to convert into tuple. Set is a type. Set is the conversion function to convert into set. Dict is a type. Dict is the conversion function to convert into dictionary. This creates a tuple. This returns a tuple. This creates a set. This returns a set. This creates a dictionary. The dict returns a dictionary. These are the conversion functions. Using that conversion function list, I am creating a list. This is the way you can create a list. Okay. Try to understand. LST11 is a list object. This created using list function. Of course, suppose a tuple or set or a range object, any other collection object, you can convert into list using list function. So this is how I made a list. This is class list and this is the ID. And you see here list with all string values. Here also homogeneous. All are strings. Each and every item is a string. You can make a string like this. You can make a string with all numbers. You can make a string with all strings. You can make a string with all float values or complex values, anything. Here you can make a list with the different varieties of items, heterogeneous. I told you list can be, list contains collection of items. An item can be any Python object. Different Python objects also allowed in the list. It can be homogeneous. It can be heterogeneous. It can be homogeneous. It can be heterogeneous. And this is how making an empty list. Either you can do empty list like this. This is a list object, no doubt, but does not have any items. It is empty. So using list conversion function also you can make an empty list. This is how you can make an empty list. This is a list object only, but does not having any items. This is also an empty list. List with a single item. Yes, you can make a list with a single item, not a problem. This is how you can make a list with a single item. Okay. And one more point you have to understand, a list allows duplicates. Here I have duplicate items. Yes, list allows duplicates. This is how making a list. This is how making a list. I hope all of you understand how to make a list comfortably. Let us see tuple also, how to make a tuple. Same way, no difference. Only the difference is parenthesis. Here I am making tuple with all integers enclosed within parenthesis. This is a tuple. Using a tuple conversion function, I am making a tuple. Here if you observe, here inside I am enclosing within square brackets. So it is a list. List is converted into tuple. So it is a tuple object. Here making tuple with all strings, yes, you can do it. It is a tuple. Here using tuple function. Here tuple with different varieties of items, heterogeneous items. Yes, an item in the tuple can be any Python object. So a tuple can be collection of homogeneous or heterogeneous elements. Sorry. So this is how making an empty tuple. It is a tuple object only, but no items are available. This is an empty. This is how making empty tuple. But please observe the difference. Whenever you are making a single item tuple, ending with comma is mandatory. Ending with comma is mandatory. Let us observe this in ideally. See, ham a is equal to bracket begin 45 bracket close. This is how I gave. What is a? A is simple integer here. It is not going to be a tuple. It is just an integer. It will take it as an integer. So I want to make it as a tuple. What can I do? B is equal to parenthesis begin the value 45 comma bracket close. Then B is a tuple. This is how you can make a single item tuple. Okay. So here you observe the same. This is how you can make a single item tuple. This difference you have to observe. Of course, this is a single item list I am converting into tuple. This is also become a single item tuple. Tuple allows duplicates. Here I have duplicate items using tuple function. I am making a tuple with duplicate items. Tuple allows duplicates, right? This is regarding tuple, how to make a tuple. This is regarding tuple, how to make a tuple. Similar thing you observe with the set. Similar thing you observe with the set. See here. Set enclosed within a square bracket, curly brackets. Set with all simple numbers allowed, because here all fundamental object types, integer, float, complex, boolean, string, these all are hashable. These all are hashable. These all are immutable. So those all are allowed in the set. Only special objects like list is not allowed inside the set. Okay, like that. Just you see, all are integers. I am making a set directly enclosed within curly brackets. Using the set function, I am converting these items into set. Of course, I am making set. But here you have to observe something carefully. What is the order of the items I provided? What is the order of the items the set is taken? Arrangement of the items you see. It is different. So placement of the items, we don't have any guarantee. And moreover, set is not supporting index. See here, set with all string values. Yes, you can make it. Set with all string values. Order of the elements are different, right? How I provided order of the values, how the set is taken the order of the values, right? So heterogeneous elements, yes, it is allowed in the set also. Empty set, please observe carefully. If you give like this, it is not going to be empty set. It is going to be empty dictionary by default. If you want to make an empty set, this is only the way. If you are making an empty set, this is only the way. Okay. Single item set with a single item, yes, it is allowed. It is simply you can make it a single item set. And one more thing you have to observe, set does not allow duplicates. Here I provided duplicate values, but it has not taken duplicates. It has automatically ignored the duplicates. And moreover, it is a single digit element. That's why it is looks like a ascending order or descending order. Don't think that it is arranging the items in ascending order. Don't think that. Look at here. So here you have given collection of elements, but order of the element is different. It is not ascending order or it is not descending order. It is a special order. It is based on arbitrary index generated by the hash function, which is utilized by the set internally. We need not to worry about it. Just having understanding is okay. So set does not allow duplicates. Set does not allow duplicates. Duplicates are ignored automatically. This is how making a set. Okay. So how to make a list, how to make a tuple, how to make a set, that you understand. Next, you have to understand list supports indexing, tuple supports indexing. This supports positive index and negative index. We can access the elements using that index. This is the list. You observe, this is my list object. Here, you're supposed to understand a list memory model. Same thing is the tuple memory model also. Okay, same thing is the tuple memory model also. This is what the memory model I already explained to you in the string. That is the string memory model. String memory model, list memory model, tuple memory model is the same. So please observe, this is list object. This is list object. This is a collection object. So an object is created, it occupies memory. An object is created, it occupies memory. This is the memory ID. This is the list object. This is the memory ID. Memory ID of the list object. Memory ID of the list object. What is the name of the list? My LST1 is the name of the list. This is the reference variable. This is reference variable. This is referencing the list object. The sorry. Sorry. So list is not an ordinary object, a single value. It is not a single value container object. It is a collection object. It contains a list of values. It is a collection object. This supports indexing. So how many elements are there? This is 0th index. One index, zero index, one index, two index, same like a list memory model. Three index, so on. Four index, five index, six index, seven index. Like this, okay? 0, 1, 2, Hello, all of you able to hear me now? Am I audible? Yeah. How much you missed? Audio? I think all of you comfortable. The list, my list one. This is the list object. So it creates an object in the memory. This is the memory ID. My lst1 is actually name reference variable, and it supports the positive index starts from 0. This is the positive index. This is the negative index. First object is 11. The object 11 is not already available in the memory. Created the object 0th indexed element references that. Second one is 44. 44, is it already available in the memory? No. Created the new object. So the one indexed element references the 44. Next one is 77. Is the object 77 already available in memory? No. So create a new object 77. The two indexed element references the 77. Next 88. Is the object 88 already available in memory? No. So create the new object 88. The three indexed element references the 88. Next 99. Is the object 99 already available in memory? No. So create the new object 99. Create the new object 99. So 4 indexed element references the 99. Next 88. Is the object 88 already available in the memory? Yes, it is already available in the memory. So 5 indexed element references the existing 88. Okay. Next 12. Is the object 12 already available in memory? Not available. So create a new object 12. 6 indexed element references the 12. Next 11. Is the object 11 already available in memory? Yes, it is already available. So 7 indexed element references the existing 11. Next 44. 44 is already available. 8 indexed element references the existing 44. Next 34. The object 34 not already available in memory. So create the object 34. Okay. So 9 indexed element references 34. Okay. Next 23. Is the object 23 already available in memory? No. Create the new object 23. Create the new object 23. 10 indexed element references the 23. Next is 77. Yes, 77 object is already available. So 11 indexed element references the existing 77. Next 23. 12 indexed item references existing 23. Next 11. 13 indexed element references the existing 11. Next 12. 14 indexed element references the existing 12. This is how the memory model is. The string memory model, list memory model, tuple memory model is the same. There is no difference. Just observe quickly. Here you see, using the index, positive index, negative index, I am accessing individual elements. You observe carefully. Here 11 is the 0th indexed element. This is the memory ID. Here is one more 11, same memory ID. Here is one more 11, same memory ID. 44 is the one indexed element. Here is 44, same memory ID. right? 77 is the two indexed item. Here is one more 77, same memory ID. 88, same memory ID, right? So 0, my list of 0, 1, 2, 3. Using a positive index, I am able to access the each and every element. Using the negative index also, I am able to access the each and every element. And here you see using of course here a list with the strings. Here also this is a list object. Using positive index, I am accessing each and every element. Here is apple, orange. Here is orange, ID is the same. Banana, here is banana, ID is the same, right? Yeah, using the same, I'm accessing using negative index. Yes, you can do it. So 9 indexed element, fruit 9 index is not available in the list, so it gives error, index error, list index out of range. My lst1 17 index is not available, so 17 indexed element I am trying to access, it gives an error, index error. Same thing for the tuple also. See, this is the list. I am iterating the list by following the index using while loop. I am utilizing while loop here to access individual items, that is positive index. Here I am using the while loop to access the elements using negative index. See, I value -1, I is greater than or equal to -15. I am printing the my list of I value I am using as an index here, so I am able to access. Here you see I is 0, I plus 1, so positive index I am using here. While loop, for loop. List is an iterable object. List is a collection object, so I can iterate the list using for loop. So using iteration variable for loop, I am iterating the list. This is how you can work with the list. Same thing you observe in case of tuple. This is the tuple. How to make a tuple? This is the tuple object. Tuple memory model, list memory model is the same, absolutely same. See here, we're using positive index, I am accessing the tuple. Using negative index, I am accessing the tuple. This is the tuple with the strings. Using positive index, I am accessing the tuple. Using negative index, I am accessing the tuple, right? So the 9 indexed item in the fruits tuple, so it is not there, so it gives tuple index out of range. 19 index from the tuple, it is not available, so it gives tuple index out of range. So iterating the tuple using while loop for positive index, iterating the tuple using while loop negative index by following the negative index. Okay, and iterating the tuple using for loop, because tuple is also collection of items, it is iterable. So far whatever I discussed, list and tuple absolutely same, only the little syntactical differences, that's it. Even you observe the set, you see how to make set, set with empty set, a set with single element, this all you observe. Set does not allow duplicates. So this is st1, I am making a set does not allow indexing. So st1 of 5 index, st1 of 8 index, like this is accessing is not possible. Set does not set object does not support indexing, it is not subscriptable. But set is iterable, you can iterate the set using for loop. You can iterate the set using for loop. This difference with the set, please observe. This difference with the set, please observe, right? This is simple basic understanding about list, tuple and set. List, tuple and set. Of course, once you please refer the string slicing, because we have list slicing, tuple slicing, those kind of slicing techniques also there. Please refer the string slicing, whatever we already discussed. The same thing is here. So next we have to understand regarding the list operations, list functions. In the tuple, we have to understand lambda, this all. So tomorrow we continue discussing about further list tuple set. Parallelly, I am discussing. Please try to understand and please practice. Today I will send you these documents also to you. Okay, these programs. Actually, I will be sending you the programs from here, PyCharm programs. The same programs, but as PyCharm, separate PyCharm programs. Okay, these things. I will send it to you. Please practice. So we will continue these things tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 2 more days, data structures. After data structures, functions, 2 or 3 days of functions. Okay. So data structures and functions, these are the lengthy chapters, and object-oriented programming is the lengthy chapter. Remaining all are conceptually powerful, but they are very simple in Python. They are not lengthy chapters. That the remaining things will be completed easily, quickly. But data structures, functions, and object-oriented programming, implementation, these are lengthy chapters. Of course, first let us complete the data structures. After that, we'll go to functions. Okay. Any questions, guys? Finally, any doubts? Any questions? Finally, as of today. Okay, all of you. I hope all of you understand well whatever we discussed so far. Control structures, while loop, for loop we discussed today, and the data structures, introduction to list, introduction to tuple, introduction to set. These things we discussed today. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow then. Bye.